It is beyond a joke what we're seeing from Speaker Mike Johnson by saying that there should be more punitive action taken against Democrats. Bottom line is there are absolute crazies on his side that he will not admonish, will not hold their feet to the fire. Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, a Democratic leader, has been very adamant by saying, yeah, you come up to my people or it's going to be a problem.
It's absolutely correct. And I think we have to stop expecting this moral hierarchy to come from the other side of the aisle. They've made it very clear. They elected somebody with 34 felony convictions to be the president of the United States of America. They are not interested in fairness. They're not interested in following the rules. There's a felon making the laws of the nation currently. They have abdicated the powers of Congress to an unelected billionaire in Elon Musk to make decisions that should be left to the public. So this expectation, this idea that somehow they will care about fairness and balance and, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. We're past the oh my God phase of things. Every single day that the news is on behind you, you hear something that you have never expected to hear coming out of our government, and we have to recognize that. We're going to buy Greenland. We're going to invade Gaza and turn it into a casino. We're going to conquer the Panama Canal. We're going to make Canada a state. These people have gone off the rails. So this idea that somehow we're going to appeal to the better angels of the Republican Party, or that we are going to somehow find these compromises in the middle, as Mitch McConnell said 8 years ago, the era of bipartisanism, it seems to be over. And we can either continue to live in this fairy tale land that will go back to the days of Ronald Reagan and Tip O'Neill smoking a cigar and drinking scotch and coming to an agreement, or we can realize that we are in a full-blown battle for the future of America, and that we have to take this battle seriously. And it's not going to be enough to hold up signs. It's not going to be enough to sing songs. We have to get into a bare-knuckle brawl with the people who are punching us in the face while we're singing songs back at them.
Andy Ogles said he wants to penalize them. Listen to Hakeem Jeffries respond. Let me get this set up right. Watch this here. Let's see here. Here we go.
Dynamic sister, our Attorney General Tish James, and my team informs me that some far-right extremists have introduced a resolution to try to throw Democratic members of the House off of our committees. That resolution is going nowhere. You ain't throwing no one off of any single committee. These people are malignant clowns. Andy Ogles is a fraud, a complete and total fraud. You aren't throwing anyone off of any committee in the House of Representatives. Don't make me expose you to folks who don't know you.
What say you, Michael?
Oh, I agree with Representative Hakeem Jeffries. Absolutely. Expose these clowns. Expose the hypocrisy. This is the type of fight that a lot of people want to see. And if we go back and look at 2022, 2023, 2024, when President Joe Biden gave the State of the Union address, we know that two of the dumbest Republicans in the House of Representatives, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, constantly interrupted Joe Biden. We saw it continue in 2023. Various Republicans did it, 2024. None of them were censured. And keep in mind, it was Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, 2023, 2024, who was in charge of the House of Representatives. He didn't censure any of those idiotic Republicans that were interrupting Joe Biden. So, but why do you censure Representative Al Green? I think it's white supremacy. That's what I think. So I totally agree with Representative Hakeem Jeffries. This is going to be an all-out brawl. And it's going to be a fight on multiple levels. We're seeing an uprising among Republicans who voted for Donald Trump, who voted for these Republicans in the House and the Senate, who are coming to town halls. And we're going to see this anger continue as these cuts happen in the federal government. And it's important for people to keep in mind, the 2.3 million federal employees, about 85% or more are all across the U.S., not in Washington, D.C. These are your neighbors. These are your mothers. These are your fathers. This is the U.S. Postal Service, Social Security Administration, the VA administration, et cetera. So as this pain is felt more at home and knocks on the door of people who voted for Republicans, you're going to see this boil over. Absolutely. I totally agree with Representative Hakeem Jeffries, House Minority Leader.
Zachary?
You know, I can't help but to also agree with Minority Leader, but I would say I would love for Leader Jeffries to take it one step further. Don't shoot, not shots fired. Let's have shots hit the mark. Let's go ahead and expose them. Like, we have to go a little bit dirtier and a little bit deeper. Our House Republicans are playing by their own rule book to have no rules. There are no scruples, there are no ethics, there are no values, and there are also no concern for the American people. And right now, our Democrats are not moving the needle. They're not making progress. The American people, the popularity for Donald Trump among Republicans is still high. We have work to do to get the message out across America so that these people can understand what is happening to them and what is about to happen to them, so that when they start to feel the little pain, as Donald Trump and Elon Musk call it, they will understand what is causing the little pain. If there is something to expose, let's expose it. We have nothing to lose because we have already lost. It was extremely disappointing to me to see 10 House Democrats stand against Representative Al Green and the Black community, the CBC, the Congressional Black Caucus, the Progressive House Caucus. Those people stood against not only these individuals, not only their fellow members of the House, but they stood against the American people. All across this country, people are begging and demanding for Democrats to do more. And when you finally had Democrats have the courage, the fortitude to stand up and protest in a way and dissent in a way that would that would resound with the American people, these 10 cowards, these 10 traitors stood against them. We have been waiting for Republicans to stand up to Mike Johnson, to stand up to Donald Trump, and to stand up to Elon Musk over multiple executive orders. Republicans didn't stand up for their constituents when it came to ending the CDC, the National Institutes of Health, or getting ready to abolish any number of departments and cuts. They haven't stood up for the American workers who have lost their jobs. They haven't stood up for anything, but yet Democrats stand up over a censor, over somebody who they feel wasn't as respectful as they wanted them to be. This, to me, was an absolute embarrassment, and it made me feel ashamed to call myself a Democrat.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. And right now, we're accepting investors in our $17 million round to revolutionize the future of social media. Today, for just $399, you can own 60 shares of stock in Fanbase at $665 a share. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. While the big platforms have grown too massive and disconnected from their users, Fanbase is building a platform where creators and users truly come first. We've already raised $8.6 million from everyday investors who believe in this vision, and now you can join them. This is your chance to invest in a social media tech company with over 1 million users that is disrupting media by allowing anyone to reach all of their following and monetize their content from day one. The market is changing, big platforms are failing to serve their users, and Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now. Invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the future of social media.